Hey, welcome to Home Video Hangouts. I'm Cody, and today we're going to be discussing all the latest physical media deals available this week, ranging from Amazon sales to Gruv sales. I'm going to go over the sales that stood out to me. We have a lot of the same physical media on sale that we had last week, but there are a few new ones that stood out to me. So I'm going to just cover the ones I think are the most worthwhile, and then let me know in the comments if you plan on picking any of these up. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. But let's dive right in. So first of all, we have the Halloween 3 movie collection on 4K. This is the 3 Halloween movies that are the most recent ones. And so here, this is $44.99 for all 3 of these on 4K. I have these in my own collection. I enjoy all these movies. I think they're a great modern interpretation of the original Halloween movies. So I enjoy kind of how that series has continued on. And then moving on here, we have Halo Season 2 in Steelbook form on 4K. This is the one I talked about last week as well. I haven't watched the second season of the show, but I did enjoy the first season somewhat. So take a look at that too if you haven't already, if you enjoy Halo, either the video game or the show. Then next we have John Wick Chapters 1 through 3. This is a non-Steelbook 4K release here. These are all great movies. I have all of these on 4K as well, and I got mine separately, not in a multi-pack like this, I believe, but I do like the cover they used here, and I think this is a pretty good price for all 3 of those movies combined. Then we have a long-running series here, Supernatural on Blu-ray, the entire series for $139.99. It's another deal carrying over from last week. You can see here that the Blu-ray series is actually slightly cheaper than the DVD series right now. So take a look at that if you're a fan of that series. It's a pretty big package for being a Blu-ray set. Then we have the Saw 10 film collection here. I haven't watched the Saw films myself, but if you want to pick up that whole collection on Blu-ray and DVD, $42.99 is not a terrible price considering there's 10 movies there. Then we have Boy Kills World, which is a more recent film that came out in theaters, and I actually saw that one in the theater. Had some good aspects to it, some good action sequences, some good acting, but overall not engaging enough of a story for me personally. But you may enjoy this if you like some of the actors in this. That one is $29.99. Then Unsung Hero, I've talked about this on the channel before. This one's available on Blu-ray for $17.99. This is a great faith-based film. I saw this in the theater. I love this film, how it was made, the story, the artist that it discusses in this movie. I really appreciate this one. It's a very inspiring and heartwarming film. So I highly, highly recommend that one if you haven't seen that one yet. And looks like DVD and Blu-ray are the same price. So definitely makes sense to pick up the DVD if you're going to get one of those. Then Arthur the King. This is another one I saw in the theater that was a very inspiring film. I really enjoyed watching that one too, especially if you like dog movies. This is a pretty good one. Mark Wahlberg always has some great acting too, but just a fun story for this one. Pretty unique movie based on a true story, so I enjoyed that one. Then we have The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes in 4K for $16.49. I watched this not too long ago on streaming, thought it was a very good movie, a good follow-up to the other Hunger Games movies. And so if you haven't seen that one yet, definitely check that one out. I would say definitely worth getting this one on 4K. And then here we have RoboCop Director's Cut from Arrow. This is a Blu-ray version. I believe there probably is a 4K version too. I think it might be this one right here, yeah. So if you wanted the 4K version, looks like they have that one for $39.71, but if you want to get a good sale on the Blu-ray version, it's $22.30. Arrow has some great releases, and this is a great movie, so definitely look into that one. Then we have Al Pacino's Cruising. Not very familiar with this movie, but Al Pacino's put out some good movies. This is another Arrow release, and this one here is $24.68 for the regular Blu-ray release from Arrow. Next up, we have a movie called Shredder. This is a snowboarding-based slasher horror movie that I wasn't familiar with. But whenever I see these kind of things on sale, I always check them out just because it looks pretty interesting and unique. So this one's $25.10 for the Blu-ray. You can also get the DVD for $7.75, it looks like. And then moving on, we have the entire Walking Dead series on Blu-ray for $94.49. I love that series and all the shows related to it. So I'm glad they have a full series release out now on Blu-ray. Not a terrible deal for that many seasons. Then here we have, once again, a Amazon exclusive version of The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. I don't know exactly what's different with the Amazon exclusive one. It might be a steelbook, but it doesn't say that, so I'd have to look into that a little bit further. But that is on sale as well. And then this one, I was surprised to see. This was different than last week. We have a Charlie Brown Christmas on 4K. I actually wasn't aware that even has a 4K release. So that's $21.46. While it's a classic Christmas movie, I don't know if that's one I personally would necessarily get on 4K. I don't know if that would be necessary, but it could be interesting to see. I remember watched that one for years. But now I wanted to move on to the sales on the Gruv website, but all of these ones on Amazon will be linked down in the description below if you want to check them out, pick some of these up for yourself. So on Gruv here, they have multiple sales going on still. First of all, we have Friday Night Lights available for pre-order, as well as some other Friday Night Lights movies available for sale. And then we have one of their Crazy Days sales where we have 3 Blu-rays for $19.98, and that's on over 300 titles. So you can look through some of these. There are some great titles in here that this would be a decent deal on. And then we have Get Out and Us in steelbook form, a limited edition one. Thought that was pretty cool that they have that available. And then, of course, they have some other Jordan Peele films here. And then the Crazy Days 4K UHD sale, so 3 4Ks for $45. Some great titles in there as well. If you take advantage of that sale, not a terrible sale, getting these for $15 each. So definitely check these out, see if there's some in here that you don't have yet that you can't typically find for that price. And then we do have Godzilla -1 available for pre-order, which is exciting. I remember when that announcement happened. And then we have a Crazy Days sale on TV as well. So if you've been wanting to pick up some TV shows on physical media, this would be a good place to do that too. If you wanted to binge watch an entire series, they have a lot of good ones on here. I know I've been watching through The Office myself recently. So those are some of the standout sales on Gruv. A lot of times they change their sales week to week, but it seems like this week both Amazon and Gruv are kind of keeping some of their sales the same. I have a feeling Gruv's going to be doing this Crazy Days sale for a while they're clearing out some of the inventory they have as part of that sale. But there's definitely some good pre-orders here as well. As always with Gruv, if you sign up for an account with them for the first time, they give you a discount. I think it's like 10 or 20% off. It's definitely worth doing that if you haven't done that yet. But again, let me know in the comments down below if you're planning on picking up anything from these sales yourself. Also, let me know if there's any titles you're planning on pre-ordering. And if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe buttons down below to stay updated on the latest deals in physical media and the latest videos I have releasing. I try to share things like this with you guys as quickly as I can on a regular basis, but I'll see you in the next video and keep watching your movies.